me, y'all. I'm back. Welcome back to my channel. It is Monday morning, and I'm about to get my day started. I look crazy. I just woke up again. I got up and got my baby to school, and I'm just not waking up again. Because I came in and ate some cereal, took my medicine, went to sleep. But yeah, I'm going to tap in a minute. I'm back. So, I'm about to make me some coffee. That's what we about to do. Yeah, I'm about to make me some coffee. And then, I'm gonna go. I don't feel like doing no dishes. I'm not about to lie. I'm gonna put it in this coffee cup. Like I said, it's Monday. And I've already taken my medication for the day. I need to use my inhaler. I went to church yesterday, you guys. I had so much fun. It was so exciting. I miss going to church. And it helped me realize, like, where my mood and stuff is switching up. And, y'all, it wasn't that I forgot. It was more that I got into this routine of just being sick. And it was just like, what is missing in my life? It's like I knew what was missing, but I think I was more in denial. My worship was missing, y'all. I had so much fun yesterday. Okay, I'm back. I got my coffee. Yes, it's in a regular cup with a tumbler straw, so what? All of my tumblers are dirty, and my pink coffee cup is dirty too. So I'm gonna make it my duty to buy me some more coffee cups because I want them and I need them. Y'all, when I say my breathing is atrocious and a hot mess, I don't understand it. What irritates me is because I've never been skinny. Baby, I've never been skinny. My lowest in my adult age is my lowest is like 340. Never been skinny. But I've never been so out of breath in my life. So I've just been like thinking about things that I could do to like help myself like immediately. It's time to make some changes. Not only in my health, but in my spiritual life, all of that. Because y'all know I love me some Jesus. And I love him. I love him. I love him. So yesterday we were talking about how our worship should be louder than our problems. I feel like, me personally, I feel like I should talk about my problems privately with God and then worship on the things he's answered or the things he's fulfilled or the blessings he's given. Regardless, I love to worship, and I have been putting off worship, and I don't really know why. Lazy, the spirit of laziness is a heavy spirit, okay? When I said, I could be honest about how I got back this big. I went through like a really traumatic breakup, and I kind of ignored it. Like I literally just pushed it to the side, like I don't care. I got a child to raise. At the time, my son was out of town. Okay, we're having a venting moment. My son, at the end of my relationship, my son went to Alaska. And because I just felt like it would be better for him to be in a different environment until I got out of this situation that I was in. I'm not going to say like, it was like that crazy that he couldn't be there. But I'm the type of mother, like, I don't want to hear my baby see me cry. I don't want my baby to see me arguing, yelling, disagreeing, none of that, right? So, and that's what the relationship was basically about. It was like a everyday thing where I was putting this man out. And, of course, he want to fight his way back in, or he wants to fight in general. I was just over it. I was completely over the whole thing. So I was like, okay, I got to find a way to gently, calmly, and peacefully get this man out of my life because this is not working for me. I'm a peacemaker. I'm a lover. I do take accountability for my actions when I was mad. anybody can say, you know, they're a lover, they're a peacemaker, they just love and they just bring peace. But when somebody piss you off, baby, don't play with me. Don't play with me. And when it came to my baby, that's something I'm not about to play about. So I seen that even when my son was around, he wasn't gonna stop. So it was like, okay, this is not working. And then the things like we were disagreeing about, it was really petty, really childish. And I think at my age, it was just like, I feel like a kid. Like, I feel like I'm dating a kid and I'm in high school all over again. I didn't even date in high school, y'all. Like, I think I did date like one person, one or two people, but it wasn't really like a serious situation. Yo, I'm like in my 30s. I have a child. I have a business. I have a life going on. Why am I arguing with you? Why are we doing this? Anyway, so the last time we got into it before my son left, it was a feeling like he was trying to block my son from being close to me. I'm gonna just tell y'all what happened. We was getting in the car because he would stop banging on my windows, banging on my doors. My son was crying, scared. So I'm like, I'm trying to ignore the whole situation. I'm like, baby, you wanna go get some ice cream? Y'all, I don't know why I said this. I think a part of me was being, I can admit, a part of me was being petty because I'm like, okay, I don't have to listen to this. I can just get in my car and pull off. At the time, he didn't have a car, didn't have nowhere to live, didn't nobody mess with him because of his behavior. I'm just being honest. So part of me was being petty. Part of me was like, I don't want my son around this. What I should have done was listen to the spirit and took my butt to bed. Turn the TV up so nobody could hear the noise and go to bed because that's what we were supposed to be doing. Instead, I hop up in my nightgown, my little cami or my little, my jacket on, sweater, or whatever you want to call it. We go to get in the car. He sees us coming outside. He runs over like, I need this, wah, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop. Bruh, I don't have your stuff. I put your stuff in the storage unit. Get it. It's all there. So he tells me, you're not going nowhere. Whoopty whoop, whoop, whoop. Tries to take my keys. Matter of fact, this is how it started. I'm getting in the car. My son walked around to get in the passenger side. He stops my son, slams the door, pushes my son to the side, and it was up from there like, don't touch my child, get away from my car, what do you want, bro? Like, what? So I was just like, okay. I told my homegirl had came outside by this time. She got the baby. And in my mind, I'm just like, this is ridiculous. Like, it's completely ridiculous what I'm going through with somebody that don't even want to be with me. Don't even want to be with me. Don't care nothing about me. Don't care nothing about my son. Don't care about our well-being, his mental, nothing. You don't care about nothing. So I had to send my son away because clearly I was being a dummy, and I can admit that. Even wanting to have this man around me, he should have never been around me in the first place for me to put him out. Now, this was years in the making. This is probably like 4 years into the relationship. I'm just spilling a little some of the tea. My son had went out of town, and he was gone for almost a year. So over that year, I was healing. I was, getting closer to God. I started doing my scriptures and verse of the days on TikTok. Like, I was like going through this healing process and sharing what I was learning and sharing things like that. I wasn't doing it like to the extent that I wanted to because I always felt like I had to be like in this perfect place to share. But I learned that I don't have to be that way. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So with my son being gone, that relationship being over, because shortly after that I became homeless, lost everything, was broke. Y'all, I literally had to start my life over. So I think I was homeless for like about 2 months. Got my place, started over fresh. Everything got back on track. And he calls. Of course, he calls. I'm halfway healed, closest to God I've ever been, enjoying my life, feeling free, feeling blessed, feeling protected, feeling loved, all of these things, right? Me and God like this. Anybody that even speaks to me know I see Jesus all in her at this point. Y'all, so he calls my phone. And of course, I still love him, still care about him. So I'm like, how you been? Blah, blah, blah. He like, babe, I love you. I miss you. I apologize. I done got baptized. I done went to rehab. I'm ready to come home. I miss you and I miss my kids. Why? Do people play with people like they do? So me being who I am, I love hard. I forgive easy. I forgive you. I love you. But I'm telling you now, if I see any signs of the things I've already been through, there will be no hesitation in me saying you have to go. And I mean that. Like, I'm standing on that. I don't know if he thought I was playing. I don't know if he thought he was going to come home and things was going to be like they was before. Baby, I done healed. Baby, I done gained knowledge. Baby, I done gained wisdom. Baby, God been speaking to me about all of this. So you coming back into this relationship is not going to be like it was before. We had this whole conversation face to face. This was not over the phone. When he came home, I told him, before you come home, we have to sit down and have a conversation before you think you about to live with me. I wasn't playing. At this time, I am feeling amazing. I am not overweight. Per me, I mean, at least I'm big, but I'm always been big, but I was not unhealthy. I wasn't having blood pressure problems. I wasn't having no problems, period. I was good. Moving around, doing what I gotta do, working, running my business. I'm enjoying my life. And I think I had started back vlogging or whatever around this time. If you go back a few vlogs, I had on an orange shirt and I had this crazy looking wig on. It might have even been a short or something I made. An orange shirt with this crazy hair. Like it was supposed to be like a curly wig or whatever, but I had popped it to this one side or I don't know. I was just looking crazy. Let's just say I was looking crazy. Because like I said, I was in the healing process. I'm in the process of like almost 5-year relationship is over. Think about all the things I've been through, thanking God for all the things I've been through, like, because in reality, like, everything that I went through with this man was all for God's glory. If I hadn't have went through the things I went through with this man, I would have never came back to God. So back to what I was saying. Yeah, he comes back home, and of course, a week into the situation, everything was cool. He had an understanding of everything. He was cool with what I was saying, how things weren't going to be the same. But of course, I love people, and my love language is I cater to you. I do need something. I cook, I clean, I make sure you good. I shouldn't have to worry when you're around me, especially if we're in a relationship. Why would you have to worry about anything? I didn't have a car at the time. He didn't have a car at the time. So that became an issue. Then family members coming around, that became an issue because where I live, number one, and my peace of mind. My home is my peace of mind, my safe space. I don't want your people over here. But because I'm a loving, caring person, apparently everybody's homeless at this point. So everybody needs somewhere to stay. Everybody needs something to eat. I'm going to feed you. I'm going to make sure you straight. I'm going to give you a chance. But like I told my dude, you got one time. It's curtains. So it was curtains. Everybody got kicked out. I was almost homeless. The police was called. It was so much stuff in the matter of like 30 days, y'all. It was ridiculous. We in here fighting, arguing. I done put him out like 3 times, or threatened to put him out like 3 times at this point. He said what he think I want to hear. I give him another chance. But I already know in my mind, I done read Romans, baby. It's over with. It's over with. We are not having sex. We are barely talking. I'm not cooking no more. I'm not cleaning the house. I'm not doing nothing that I was doing before, right? Because, of course, when he first got home, I'm going to make sure you good. We good. We are enjoying our days. We having a good time. We reading the Bible together. We praying together. We communicating better than we've ever communicated. Y'all, that was so short-lived. We got the fighting up in here, got the yelling at each other, neighbors scared, his people's trying to break in the building, banging on the windows, police getting called. I almost get put out. When I say it was over with, my daycare baby on his way. But anyway, let me finish this story up. So I put him out. I didn't say nothing to him. I I just waited till he went, after we had argued that day. We had argued because he kept accusing me of sleeping with his cousin. Like, yeah, we're not even gonna get into that. But he kept accusing me of sleeping with his cousin. So I was like, you know what? I'm not about to argue with somebody that don't even understand English. I'm done. You don't listen to nobody. You don't want to hear nothing. You don't trust nobody. Why are you bothering me? So I waited till he went to work. I stopped arguing with him that day because I wasn't arguing. I told him to get out. He didn't want to go calmly or peacefully. He's laying on the couch talking to some female. It was just the disrespect level had just gotten to a point of, I'm not your mom. You're not going to sit around here doing absolutely nothing, not providing anything, not putting anything into a bill, nothing, doing nothing. I'm not your mom, not your grandma, not your aunt. Get out of my house. Get out. And then every day you want to fight. I don't want to do this. So I waited till he went to work. I kept calm, waited till he went to work. And I set his stuff outside when he got off. He got off at like 6 in the morning at the time. So I got up early, put his stuff outside, texted him the picture like, your stuff is here, so he couldn't accuse me of anything coming up missing. Bye. It was simple. But I can't say that I tried to go through the days and like ignore the fact that it just happened and ignore the fact that them 5 years had just happened. I just tried to ignore everything until I like had a complete breakdown. But I couldn't break down because my son was coming home literally like in a couple months. So my son gets home. The eating began. I'm gonna tap in a minute because I gotta get my daycare baby, and I'll tell y'all like an estimate of like the things that caused me to gain like 30-40 pounds in less than a month. I will definitely get into that. Okay, y'all, I want to finish this story. He's on his way. But okay, I started eating ridiculous amounts of food. So like I was saying, if I wanted hot dogs, I'm gonna eat 4 hot dogs with all the fixings. I like relish, I like ketchup, mustard. Let's get it all. Then I'm gonna have some chips on the side or something like that. Then I'm gonna have a dessert, and I'm gonna drink like 3 or 4 flavored waters back to back to back. I'm talking about eat until like I feel sick. That's how much I was eating. Then I started door dashing. I wasn't even door dashing like no meals or nothing. I'm door dashing groceries, y'all. I'm eating like full bags of pretzels in like the matter of 2 days. I'm eating trays, you know, the big tray you can get from Aldi's of cinnamon rolls. I'm eating a whole tray to myself in a night. I'll wait till my son go to bed, get the tray, and I'm talking about go ham. Like, go ham, make myself sick eating sweets. And I did that for probably like a week. Until I was just like, what am I doing this for? I'm an emotional eater, so I was emotional. Anybody would be emotional after being with somebody that long. But the fact that I know God and I trust God and I believe that everything happened for a reason. Yes, when it first happened, I was pissed. Before my son came home, I did all my ranting, all my raving. I called my best friend because I trust my best friend. She ain't gonna, speak on my situation. But yeah, I called her. He was every name in the book besides the child of God, okay? And I can't lie about that. But I know that in even that situation, God taught me, like, be quiet, be silent. Talk to me when you're frustrated. I'm here. That's why I'm here. Y'all, and if you haven't watched the vlog of this book or this letter, I don't know if you can see it. I read this in a vlog, my last vlog, the Storytime Friday, a love letter from God. It says in the letter, I want to be your everything. I want you to come to me before you come to people. So the fact that I read this in my healing journey and I still ignored it, disobedience. So I was still upset. And instead of lashing out and talking to my best friend about it over and over again, I was just eating. So that was another way of me venting and being frustrated. I was just eating. Because in my mind, the bigger I get, the less men want to talk to me, and I will never get my heart broken again by a man. Now I'm saying, I don't care about that. I don't want to be this big. I love myself regardless of my size, but I'm very uncomfortable because of the reason I did it. Because the reason I ate so much, I let his actions and the pain that I went through because of him and myself taking accountability. I let my past control my present, and it's not okay. So we're not playing any more games. After all that talking, y'all know how my day ended. Playing with my daycare baby, and of course reading my Bible. I spent some time with Jesus, and I ended. Oh, y'all, I'm tired. Excuse me. I ended my beautiful Monday. I hope you guys like this vlog. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Tell somebody to come check out day in the life videos of Amir and his mother.